Hi, welcome to this week's Fundraising Friday. This week we talk about dealing with difficult donors. Whether it's someone who's just a chronic complainer or someone for whom you have legitimately made a mistake, how you deal with them may mean the difference between a long-term relationship and no relationship at all. The first thing you need to decide is whether or not this is a relationship worth salvaging. Some people are simply more trouble than they're worth. If you are investing more than you're receiving from the relationship, it just might be time to let that donor go. Second, if you decide that you do need to save that relationship, the first thing you need to do is authentically and honestly apologize. If it was your mistake or the mistake of your organization, admit it and say you're sorry. Third, make sure you're listening to the donor and finding out what is the complaint they have. While you're listening, don't argue with them. Don't say, no, we didn't do it that way, but seek to understand their side of the story. Their perception is their reality, and you aren't going to change their reality. Fourth, make sure you're asking questions. Try and understand what's truly behind their concern or why they're so upset. It may be one thing to say, you never did acknowledge that gift, and it might be, hey, here's an FYI. That requires a different kind of response than, you don't care about me, my money's not important to you, I'm not giving enough to make a difference, and your response would be different. Lastly, make sure you work with the donor to come up with a mutually agreeable solution. Once you find that solution, reiterate it to the donor. So here's what we've agreed. I'm going to do XYZ, and you're going to do ABC if it's a two-step. Or, my deepest apologies, we will get a receipt out to you in the next 24 hours. And then make sure you follow up. Most importantly, make sure you continue to have a relationship with that donor if you've agreed to continue that relationship, and make sure you learn from the mistake so you don't do it again. That's this week's Fundraising Friday tip. Thanks, and have a great weekend.